The final matchup of the quarterfinals or semifinals is me against Lady Poetic, two old-time hip-hop friends. 15, 20 years we've been friends listening to hip-hop. Ice Cube in the late night hour versus Lady Poetic, our boy Canibus, Captain Cold Crush, and that song is insane. There's no way Ice Cube's taking it. I'm already against my own pick.
When you see me on your block, call the police. Let the motherfuckers know, here come the beast. Straight out of Compton, a crazy motherfucker named Ice Cube. And I'm rolling with the motherfucking Neptunes. When I'm called off, I got a sword off. A midget bitch that'll suck a nigga balls off. Girl, if you fuck with me, I'm getting head, got a lane doing 60. About to crash like Teddy Pendergrass. Mama said a hard head make a tender ass. To all the dogs that bark a lot, who don't give a fuck if it's dark or not. We'll be crippin' in the parking lot. Motherfuckers don't know if I can park or not. Cause I suckle like vultures, La Costa Nostra. Bumping all the bad bitches like a poster. What's your name, what's your number, and your culture? You need nuts in your face like a poster.
If you in the club, nigga, this shit bang. If you on the streets, nigga, this shit bang. If you on the block, nigga, this shit bang. And if it's what you need, boy, do your thing. If you in the Range Rover, this shit bang. If you in that 600, this shit bang. If you on that steel horse, this shit bang. But if it's what you need, boy, let it bang.
Fuck the police, coming straight from the underground. Fucking pig wanna act like he like me now. In 86,
What kind of recycling bars there?
Motherfuckers wanna act why I'm cocky now. To all the bitches that think they booty licious, I think they nutritious, I think they do dishes. I'm making 3 wishes, taking they pictures and spinning they riches and fucking they bitches. Egomaniac, little homies call me Brainiac. Ice Cube's an asshole and it ain't an act. So take a hit of that and remember that. Where my motherfucking niggas and my bitches at. In the late night hour, hit the front to back. Check the motherfucking rims on the Cadillac. On the ass attack, can you keep it tight? And if the head right, nigga, there at night.
If you in the club, nigga, this shit bang. If you on the streets, nigga, this shit bang. If you on the block, nigga, this shit bang. And if it's what you need, boy, do your thing. If you in the Range Rover, this shit bang. If you in that 600, this shit bang. If you on that steel horse, this shit bang. But if it's what you need, boy, let it bang.
This is for my niggas that scheming for cash and looking for ass. This is for my people that's counting their riches and picking up bitches. This is for my niggas that's counting their cash and looking for ass. This is for my people that's scheming for riches and picking up bitches. So check it and everybody get naked. This might be a nigga last record, but respect it, cause I can do it all night, player. I'm all fight, player. You all spite, player. It's all right, player. A nigga might care, but to catch me, you gotta do it like, yeah. Ice Cube insane in the membrane. Baby, go ahead, nigga, please do the damn thing. We gonna get you high, nigga. All rhymes will get you by, nigga. Tell me if I qualify, nigga. To bail in like super. Get that, cop that.
Oh, what have we done?
But don't know where to start at. Fucking with me, nigga, better bring his hard hat. Nigga, where your heart at? Leave you on a tarmac with my top back and my nigga Mac. Run shotgun with the top gun. He'll catch a hot one soon as he spot one. Westside connection is the doctrine. This ain't another club song, a love song that y'all can fuck on. So get the fuck on. A nigga rich can't believe the bullshit that I'm
Are we there yet?
If you in the club, nigga, this shit bang. If you on the streets, nigga,
Oh,
this
fuck.
shit bang. If you on the block, nigga, this shit bang. And if it's what you need, boy, do your thing. If you in your Range Rover, this shit bang. If you in that 600, this shit bang. If you on that steel horse, this shit bang. But if it's what you need, boy, let it bang.
Okay, it's my pick. It's too aggressive, and I don't relate to it. It's hard to listen to. I don't get it. It's too aggressive for me. I always talk about how I like aggression. But that's almost too angry. He's a mad motherfucker. He's so fucking mad. He is so fucking mad. Like, fuck is he ever mad? He's the maddest guy in the whole world, dude. Fuck. Wow. I'm angry now.
What are you forfeiting then, or what are you saying?
No, I'm just giving you. That's not, dude. I don't know what I was thinking.
I don't know what you were thinking either, bro.
I'm gonna give it like a 7. If I was like maybe drunk on gin, I'd say gin would be if I was drunk on gin, don't like gin. If I was drunk on gin, I'd probably get down with this, like in a parking lot with some buddies playing hacky sack, smoking joints.
Hacky sack.
Yeah.
Hacky sack and gin.
Hacky sack and gin. Yeah. That is the only.
Sounds like a fun time.
That is the only scenario where this would be an 8, but this is a 7. My own pick. Ignacio, what are you saying? 71% say no, they don't want it. So I'm right.
Yeah.
And
you
wrong.
are.
Right
Yeah.
and wrong at the
You
same
are
time.
absolutely right and wrong. You know what? Just in honor of the percentages there, I'm just going to give it a 7.1.
Okay.
And we're just going to move on.
LP?
I'm not composed enough to give a review, so I'll give it a
Presto, what are you saying?
Yeah, so a couple things. Ice Cube sounded very Ice Cubey.
Yeah.
So it was cold. It was cold. Real cold.
I'm not sure Ice Cube's got that many styles, but this he's got this style. Yeah, so if you know anything about the Ice Cube Cypress Hill beef, he actually said "insane in the membrane" in there, so that was interesting to me.
Right.
Apparently,
Well, he recycled a few bars from other tracks.
A few?
Like all of them. Fuck the police. Everything.
Yeah. A few?
Well, apparently, Ice Cube stole a whole song from Cypress Hill, but that's
Allegedly.
Allegedly, yeah, right. Yeah, it was a little rough. I'm gonna give it a 6.5.
6.5. Chuck, what are you saying?
Yeah, what the fuck was that?
No idea. It was Ice Cube, man.
It was a mess. It just it was like
I'm a Canibus fan, right?
I know, but it was like taking. Okay, it's funny. Clarissa said that was a melted cube. That is not a terrible analogy. Because it really was like just like a random sampling of like some of the like hit lines out of a bunch of his songs. Like memorable tracks, and then just kind of smeared together in some order.
Smeared with what? Shit.
It's and the beat was worse than that Lupe beat. It was I'm gonna say 4, and I don't want to hear it again.
Okay, let's move on. No one wants on the playlist. I tried to find an Ice Cube track. I was like, I had one, and Ignacio was like, no, don't play that one. So I changed it.
Yeah, but for all of that being said, Will, I got a lot of entertainment out of that.
Excellent. Right?
Absolutely.
That's what it's all about.
Oh,
now
for
let's
sure.
watch Cannabis destroy Ice Cube with this magnificent track.
Did you do that on purpose because you knew we
Captain
were on a
Cold
track? Did you sandbag this?
Tranquility
Sandbag
to
it.
infinity. Tranquility. Cannabis is an animal with a mechanical mandible coming to damage you, spitting understandable slang at you. I'm the all-seeing lyrical with infinite bars of visuals and the sideways 8 peripheral. I told you I spit a rhyme that'll melt the earth, then ask you in the afterlife if you felt the verse on planet Earth. I searched for my tranquility first. I said I was the illest, but it didn't help me, it hurt. And whenever I said, can I? The crowd said, bust. 10 years later, who am I? I still got a passionate love to be the man who I was. Never give up, irrational rush to crush every mic I clutch. When I erupt, you duck or X-class flash, solar blast from bust. Sweep you off the stage like crumbs. Grab your tongue, shout, rip it out, then shove it back in your mouth. Now, then take you to spit it out. I spit about them lyrics my people can't live without. Been around since 97, I've been ripping it down. Spit track after beats from the east, I'm back. Before Lil Weezy knew how to rap.
MC, I was still hustling crack. I put the muscle in rap. 100 bars, who fucking with that? 1,000 bars later, I ain't heard nothing from Pat. Where you was at when I was giving Big Punish a dap? On stage with him at the Palladium. You was in a gymnasium. I was putting chainsaws to craniums, blazing Homo sapiens in the atrium, ripping jaws off aliens. Performing Channel Zero on stage. Up at Hot 97, disgracing them. Any radio station they placed me in, I broke the break beats in. I beat her, I beat him, the beat blend, I beat them. Spit a verse to beat Barack Obama if he win. I'm the beast from the east, picking meat out my teeth, and as soon as the beat stop, I forget how to speak. I release a better rhyme 7 times a week. To beat me, you gotta be better than my last release. The bars rip your face off, spit balls, spit shine your skull. Till every rhyme you memorize is gone. Battle you for the respect in a battle to the death. Dial zero, caller operator, ask for bis. 411, ask for rip. 555-1212. I ripped the mic to shit before the Federal Communications Commission started a new division with the intention to cripple our children mentally deficient from television. This radio programming we listen to got too many elements missing. Lyricism and wisdom got overshadowed by the singing and blinging. The C-by system that's media driven. I made about it, I would get him and bit him, then injected my venom. And for that, I was never forgiven, my nigga. I let the rhythm hit him with a chemical algorithm liable to kill him if I ever get with him. I rip him, the infinite monk. All hell can I bust, then wake up to this pure uncut. How many MCs do I have to bust? I'm a patriot with no airplay, but how come? How my block is your block? I throw it up with doo-wop. I'm the enemy of the state of hip-hop. Indivisible, indestructible, cannibustable. The adversarial theater of justice, judging you. Tired of you posers. I'm the rap superstar soldier on a poster. Captain Cold Crush, touch the heat before I brush the teeth. The athlete at the track meet with rusty cleats. Artillery like lawnmowers with 4 motors and 4 rotors. Look like mom with 4 strollers. Counter strike like Black Cobra with gasoline and a super soaker. Walk over, I roast you. Cold crush, get it crackin'. Cold crush, get it crackin'.
I'm not sure who's on the cuts.
Cold crush, get it
Is that Architect era?
Cold crush, get it crackin'. Cold crush, get it crackin'.
Listen to those cuts.
Cold crush, get it crackin'. Cold crush, get it crackin'. Cold crush, get it crackin'.
Yeah, I know, Clarissa. I know. Just shut your dirty fucking mouth. You know, I mean, that's Canibus in a nutshell. Like, if you can't find joy for Canibus in that, you're never going to. That is him doing what he does best. And there's some stuff there too. Like, I really give a shit about what my kids are watching and what they're going to be exposed to, and all the elements. Like you said, elements were missing. It's not like they make things different. They remove something that makes it more dangerous than it would have been without that balance. And speaking of the balance, you know, that whole song was speaking of the balance. It's like, how does he balance his own world? If you're listening closely, and just because I've listened to that song a million times and I've hyperanalyzed it over the years, that's a 10. That's like one of my favorite songs of all time. And Ice Cube just didn't make the cut, unfortunately. So it looks like yeah. So
the
yeah,
smirk that you say that with,
Right?
kind of feels like you threw the pairing. You're like, what's the most garbage Ice Cube track I can find? And I'll put it up against my favorite MC.
You'll never know. Ignacio, what he said.
You are correct, and when you said that this is what Canibus does, this is what Canibus does. And he did it in that damn voice again. And
My favorite voice.
And he did it over a beat that didn't
favorite voice and beat.
That didn't do anything interesting until the end. And
the cuts were until the end, yep.
Yeah, so that needed to be mixed in a little bit more through the
cuts.
song, and it would have been more engaging for me for sure.
There was
Obviously,
no breaks. There was no room for cuts.
Oh, there was. If he breathed, if he took a breath and let the beat breathe for a second.
There will be no breathing.
And let the DJ like come in and shine a little bit. Yeah, no, there would have been. There's plenty of time. Plenty of time. But 7.
7. Lady Poetic, what are you saying?
So
So wait, Ignacio, what are you saying for who wins the battle?
I don't know yet.
Okay, LP.
all right, so this was off of the Sea of Tranquility album, 2010. It was very highly anticipated at that point in time. And when he came with these battle-ready, savage bars, but also these conscious raps at the same time in that era, after having done the battle rap scene for so long, it hit a different way. And I agree, the production could have been much better, but you could say that about a lot of his catalog,
Yeah.
So I wanted to pick something that was, for the Olympics. And of course, I'm biased, not just because it's Biss, but because I've heard this song a lot of times too. And he shouts out the titles of previous songs from his catalog throughout, so that was a cool way to weave that in. Yeah, it was a cool way to weave that in with the wordplay and do that. So I'm going to give this an 8.5.
8.5. Presser, what are you saying?
I really hated that twangy country guitar sample.
Didn't even notice it.
Oh, it's so drug on me. I couldn't even get into the cuts because of it, because I was so drug on it by the end. But I really, really, really enjoyed everything that Canibus did. I'm gonna still give it 8.75.
8.75. Chuck, what are you saying?
Canibus did his thing. I think Ignacio put it well. Canibus did what Canibus does. His voice has never bothered me. I think my biggest issue with Canibus was that from my perspective, and I'm sure you and LP may beg to differ on this, but from what I've heard from him, I don't hear a lot of diversity in that. Like all of his tracks just kind of sound the same in kind of style and delivery, and even like lyrical content. Obviously, the words are different, but it's that being said, he did his thing. He did his thing well. I didn't like the beat, but I will give it I'll give it a 7.5. Between this and that Ice Cube track, strictly evaluating these two tracks side by side.
That's correct.
Yeah.
That's correct.
The Canibus wins this pairing. If out of Canibus versus Ice Cube as a whole, I think that is a different story. But if in this pairing, Canibus wins.
Well, you know what? I think the difference between me and LP and you guys is you guys don't have the aged empathic connection, the connectivity to Canibus. Like when I began hip hop, he was my idol.
Yeah, exactly.
It hits different for you. I get it.
Absolutely. Because I was with him for his ups and his lows, and I stuck by him in the lows. And a lot of people just fucked off during the lows and disregarded him as an artist, and I refuse to do that. Okay, guys, so Canibus is 71%. He is going into the finals. We are now going to take...
Clarissa. Canibus is diverse. He puts miracle in front of lyrical, and then he puts lyrical in front of miracle.
Exactly.
That's dope,
guys.
man. Who does